Just when you thought the news was drying up, Ross County pull us back in with the sacking, the firing of Malky. Mackay. They have released a club statement there. Just the initial line though. Ross County Football Club can today announce that it's parted company with manager Malky Mackay. So let's go into it. Malky joined the club in the summer of 2021, had great success in leading the team to a top six finish and a Manager of the Year nomination in his first season. His determination and drive to succeed was a contributing factor in saving Ross County from relegation at the end of 2022-23, with now the historic penalty shootout playoff win against Partick Thistle in Dingwall. But after a meeting between Malky, Chairman Roy McGregor and CEO Stephen Ferguson, the club has decided that a change is now required. The Chairman said Malky has brought so much more to the club and the wider staff than just football management. The board would like to put on record our thanks to his contribution over the last 2.5 years and wish him all the best in the next chapter of his career. End of the statement. So Malky Mackay is away. Was it the correct decision? Well, it's a weird one because they're not they're low in the league. That's undeniable. They are. I'm not denying that. But I mean, where did Ross County really expect to be? They're not really in sign of being cut adrift, I would say, but their recent form is pretty poor. They've got 2 losses in their last 2 games, 3 points in their last 15. They are joint on points with Livingston. But if you look at it, I mean, Aberdeen, St Johnstone, Motherwell, 3 teams that are within 2 points of them. I think everyone else will not be involved in this relegation scrap. But hey, maybe if they get a new manager bounce, this is what happens. But that just shows you, you keep a team up, you don't really get much for it. I think Stephen McLean, it was different. They were a decent amount of points behind, and he literally came out and said that the players have given up. They're not playing for me. What do people really expect? But let's look at Malky Mackay's results so far this season. It's not including the most recent one. You can blame our updates Ross County's Wikipedia for that. But of course, they lost 1-0 to St Johnstone. So let's look, right? You kick off the season, right? You lose 4-2 to Celtic at Parkhead. Different day, you could have got a result out of that potentially, but you're not going to be judged as a Ross County manager against the Old Firm. Next game, 2-0 against St Johnstone. Good win, but at the time, St Johnstone are getting scudded every week, so maybe that's like a paper over the crack sort of result. Rangers beat them 2-0. Dingwall, good result for Rangers. Blown them away in the first 15 minutes, and it was pretty shite after that. Then a great result at Kilmarnock, 1-0 victory. Not many people beat Killie like that on their wee plastic pitch, so good result there. Wait, hold on here. Good result there. I need a wee steward's inquiry. Why is it saying that pish? And then beside it, the date is the 28th of May. Right, so they've got the date wrong. Let's just move aside. Then they drew 1 each with Livingston. I think it's a decent result. It's not too bad. Then they lost 4-0 to Ross County. Then they lost 1-0 to Hearts. Then they managed to counteract that with a 0-0 draw against Dundee, which is a good result, especially away to Dundee, because Dundee are a good team. Then 3 each against Motherwell. Alright, they kind of blew that because they were 3-1 up until the dying embers of that game. Then Motherwell managed to claw it back. Hibs, though, were 2-0 up, and they managed to claw this back to 2 each. Then with Ross County getting pumped 3-0 by Celtic, unlucky in that game, went down to 10 men really early. You can't dispute that, and once you go down 10 men against the Old Firm, it's kind of good night, if we're being honest. There's just not much you're coming back for that. And then, of course, like I said, the 1-0 victory, well, it's victory for St Johnstone, defeat for Ross County, though. And yeah, 9-game winless streak. I think it's a bit harsh, but if they can get a manager in and he wins his first 2 games, then can we really sit here and say it was the wrong decision? If we look at their next 3 games, for example, at home to Killie's away form's awful, so you'd probably expect a Ross County win. At home to St Mirren, it'll be tough, undoubtedly. Then we've got Livingston at the Tony Macaroni, who are free falling. So I think Ross County could very easily pick up 6 points in the next 3 games. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. Leave it down below if you think Sack and Malky Mackay was the correct decisions. But 9 games without a win. The writing's on the wall.